Ladies and gentlemen, Mike King, ESPN Richmond 106.1, here at the Road to Recovery with our good friends from American Cancer. Welcome.
Thank you.
Why am I saying welcome to you and this is your right? So we are out here on Broad Street. What are we doing out here right now?
We are actually partnering with American Cancer Society and Estes Express Lines in a partnership for Road to Recovery drivers. Those are volunteer drivers that take people all the treatments, cancer treatments throughout the entire state. And they've partnered with us so that we can get more volunteer drivers and donations that help keep the people on the road that provide transportation.
So that's really important when you talk about the Road to Recovery, the drivers. Elizabeth, you talked about people who do that. Talk about the impact that it has on the patients.
Well, it's unbelievable because unlike some of my family members who had me staying at home and I could take them to their radiation treatments every single day, because a lot of these treatments can be daily. That's a huge time commitment for somebody to take somebody to treatment. So even if they have the availability of someone else taking them, this is a good offset if someone could not because they have to work or something. So the impact is immeasurable because the volunteers that do this, they're really actually helping prevent a barrier to treatment. So it's a big deal.
And so that is, so we're going to talk to some of your rock stars who are out there. Some people really have taken it a long way.
Yes.
When you start talking about between 700 and 800 rides,
Yes.
that's a real commitment for the organization and what it means. So we're going to talk to one of your stars. She talks about she stays in contact with the first person she gave a ride to.
Absolutely. And she told me a story once upon a time. She sent a person back to their home country with the help of our community. And he was going to pass away. He was a young man that was going to pass, and she actually helped as just a human being. But, you know, we're all human beings, and she actually assisted in getting him back to his country so he could pass away in Ireland with his family.
There you go. All the great things happening.
Yes, above and beyond.
Above and beyond. That's what you guys do. We'd like to thank you. We got a big thing. So what are we doing here today? What can people expect?
I think they could just expect to learn more about the program is really why we're here. We want to get more volunteer drivers out on the road helping people, because the other thing that you may not realize, you would think that the number one barrier for people getting to treatments is transportation. I was shocked when I found that out.
That's it. So how can people get information?
So all they need to do is scan the QR code that's on the truck.
Okay.
Or they can go to they can go to cancer.org and they can look up Road to Recovery. But if they scan this QR code, they see this on the truck, they can scan it and it will take them to American Cancer Society Road to Recovery.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Take care, folks. ESPN Richard, Mike King Biz Radio here at SC Trucking Web. Welcome. Why am I saying welcome to you? And this is your organization, and what are we doing here today?
Yeah, thank you for giving me a minute. Yeah, so at Estes Express Lines, we love giving back, and we have over 40,000 trailers that run the roads across the country. And we had this idea about a year ago. We donate to charities and try to give back, but we have all these billboards that just run across our country that we said, hey, why don't we share some good news and share hope and share charities that are really making a difference in our world. And so part of Open Heart, Open Road, we're with American Cancer Society today, where we've got 26 of their trailers. They're going to start running across the country, just sharing good news of the things that they're doing. And we partner with American Cancer Society on Road to Recovery, which is basically a group of volunteers that help cancer patients who can't get to the treatments they need. Their family gets taxed trying to get their patient every time there, and so what this allows is a lot of volunteers to make sure the cancer patients get to their treatments, and if they get there, they often have really great outcomes.
When we talk to business leaders, we talk to them about setting corporate culture.
Sure.
Talk a little bit about how do you set the corporate culture for that to become a part of your ethos of giving back?
Sure. Well, culture is one of those things that takes everybody. And so I think the first step is making sure that everybody on your whole team feels like they're on the same team. And so we've been working on this program for the last probably 8 years. So this isn't like a fly-by-night thing. And the first step we did was we challenged everyone in November, the Thankful Month, for all of us to kind of vote and work on which charities we cared about as a group. Because if you're not engaged, excited about what you care about, you're not going to get there. The second thing I'll say is, it starts with the leaders. recognizing that like we all are the same and we all work together. And it's amazing when all the employees are pulling different directions, you can't get very far. But when you all pull in the same direction, you can, the sky's the limit. And so we've been working a lot on making sure everyone feels included and everyone's voice is heard. And then when we work together, we can do some amazing things.
So we talked to Carol about the Estes name and carrying on the legacy.
Sure.
Talk about what that means to you guys and what it means to the city of Richmond and the area as a whole.
Wow.
I got one good question, and that was it.
That was a great question.
That was it.
So obviously Estes is a family business. I'm part of the 4th generation at Estes Express Lines, and we've been in business 94 years. So for me, Estes, part of it is remembering those that have come before me, who have worked so hard to lay the groundwork. My great-grandfather was a farmer in the Great Depression, and he had a tractor, and times were tough during the the early 30s. So he decided he was going to use his truck to also haul freight. And
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike King back, ESPN Richmond, coming to you from American Cancer Society. This is the Road to Recovery event. All right, ladies, you guys are drivers. Tell us your names.
Dee Cannon.
Dee Cannon.
Leslie Cadell.
All right, so ladies, how long have you been providing rides? Leslie, we'll start with you.
3 months.
3 months, okay.
I'm a newbie.
You are a newbie. What was it that drew you to this?
Well, I'm a cancer survivor, and I remember feeling sometimes of I need help to get a ride because there's so many appointments and so many treatment appointments that you need to go to, and it gets hard every time, coordinating with family, getting my husband to leave work, and I appreciate that so much from the people, friends, neighbors who help me. And so I was seeking out more ways to get involved, and when I saw this, I'm like, that's perfect, because I wanted to give back in the ways that others had helped me.
So when you're taking a person on a ride, you remember how that was for you.
Absolutely.
And that's good. Okay, Dee, you're legendary. How many rides is it now?
Over 700.
Over 700. Okay, but you told me you used to remember the first ride.
I do. I stay in touch with the very first lady I drove.
Okay, what
That
is
was 14 years ago.
14 years, almost more than 700. What is it about doing this that continues to have you coming back ride after ride?
Well, I too am a cancer survivor 3 times, and I've lost family members, and it was after I lost my husband at the age of 56, I wanted to give something back, and then I came down with my first and second cancer, and when I got a little bit healthier, I said, I want to give back, because I had lost a lot of hope, and that's what the program is to give hope to others.
So do you see folks a number of times? Do you see the same people?
I have, yes. I had driven one lady for 5 years.
Really?
She's in she has passed away now, and I love her to death and miss her. But her program with treatments was every single month. So to get that many people to drive a person that often is a little bit tough. So I fell in love with her, and every time her name popped up, I was right there at her door to pick her up.
What is it when you're riding? Sometimes you see people, they're kind of down. Talk about explaining to them, because you've been on that journey as well.
I mean, I even think about just like putting on some calming music, because I don't know like where they are in that place of going for that visit and going through that treatment, how they're going to be feeling, and I just want to give them that moment of peace and support any way I can.
Here you go. The Road to Recovery. Ladies, we'd like to thank you. On the mic, Mike, ESPN Richmond. Thanks now, folks. Take care.